Hello friends, how are you doing? In the video of today, we will learn together how to apply for visa for Greece. And as always, we will be discussing all the details, starting with the visa policy of Greece. And after that, we will go through the application form, how to fill the application form. And after that, we will be discussing all the documents that you will be needing while applying for visa for Greece. But before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any inquiry or question, please write it below in the comment section and I will respond to you back in 24 hours. First, let's explain together the visa policy map of the Schengen area, as the country of today is a part of the Schengen area. So if you are a holder of a passport belong to any country of the Schengen area, if you are a holder of a visa of any country in the Schengen area, you have a free access to any country inside the Schengen area. And also there are some countries who can get access to Schengen area without visa. For example, countries of all the countries of North America, Austria, United Arab Emirates, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, and many countries in South America. All these countries can get into the Schengen area and stay there for 90 days. For the rest of the world, speaking about all African countries and almost all Asian countries, all these countries must obtain visa before traveling to the Schengen area. And some of these countries like Iran, Iraq, Ethiopia, Somalia, Pakistan, you will need both visas for traveling to the Schengen area or even transiting inside the Schengen area. If we will look together, so basically this is the general application form for a Schengen visa. Let's check together this form. You will have first to print it and to start filling it manually. Here in this part, you'll have to write your surname, and here you'll write also your surname, at birth your first name, whatever that data that you don't know, you don't have to fill. The date of birth, the place of birth, your country of birth, your current nationality, or if you have any other nationality. Here you will have to fill male or female, your civil status if you are single, married, registered partnership, separated, divorced, whatever status is, you'll have to write. Then the parental authorities, in case if you are a minor or something, and your legal guardian, you will have to write the surname and the first name of your legal guardian if you are a minor, and the phone number and the email address and the nationality also. Here you will have to write your ID number from your national identification number. After that, you will start with the type of your travel document. In general, it will be ordinary passport, but if you are a holder of any other passport like diplomatic passport, you will have to write it. And if you have any other travel document, you will have to specify here. After that, you will start with the number of your travel documents, the date of issue, and the expiry date. Also, it's valid until which date, and it is issued by which country. Here, if you have any personal data of the family member who is in European Union or a citizen there, you'll have to write the surname of that family member or first name of that family member, and the date of birth of such member, or the nationality of such member, and the identification number of such member. But if you don't have, you don't have to fill it. Only fill it if you have a family member who is in the European Union. Then the family relationship with an European Union citizen, if applicable, so you have to write it if applicable. Then you will have to write the applicant's home address and email address. You will have to write your own home address and your email address and your phone number also. Okay, here you will have to write the residence in which country you are applying for the visa. Are you applying from your own country or you are applying from other country? Here you will have also to write your current occupation, what you are doing right now, what kind of job you are doing right now, and here you will have to give some information about your employer, the employer address, the phone number, and if you are a student you will have to give the name and the address of your educational establishment if it is a school or a university. Here you'll give the purpose of your journey. Are you traveling for tourism, for business, visiting family, friends, culture, sport, whatever purpose is, you will have to fill it. And here are some additional information on purpose of stay. You will have to give those information. Also, if you have anything you would like to add, you can just write it right here. And the member state of main destination and other member state of destination if applicable, and member state of first entry. Also you'll have to write the name of such state here, the number of entries requested. Do you want a single entry, 2 entries, multiple entries? And also here this part for the fingerprints, have your fingerprints being collected previously for the purpose of applying for a Schengen visa. You will write yes or no depending on your situation. The entry permit for the final country of destination where applicable, if it is applicable also, it will be issued by and valid from that day to that day. The surname and first name of the inviting person. If you have an inviting person, you will have to write his surname or first name. If not applicable, you will have to write the name of the hotel or the hostel or your accommodation establishment where you will be staying in the country, in which hotel, in which place. You will have also to give the address and the email address of the inviting person or the hotel or the temporary accommodation, and also you will have to give the telephone number. Here also you will have to give the name and address of the inviting company and organization if applicable also, because if you are not invited by a company or organization, you don't have to give any details about it. And here are the surname, first name of contact of any person from this company or organization. Here you'll give also telephone number of such person from such company or organization. Cost of traveling and living during the applicant's stay is covered. How are you going to cover your own stay? Are you going to cover it by yourself or by a sponsor? If you are going to cover it by yourself, you have to check this box and you have to write how: by cash, credit card, or which mean. Or if someone invited you, a host or company, you will have to fill the mean of support they will provide to you. In the end, you will have to sign to read first this declaration, and after reading this declaration you will have to write the place from where you are applying and the date of your application or filling this form. And here you will have to write your name and your signature, or if you are a minor, your legal guardian will be signing this in your behalf. And we have checked together how to fill this application form step by step by yourself. So to apply for Greece visa, that depends on your country. There are many countries where you can apply through VFS Global. For example, if you're applying from Algeria or Egypt or Iran or Armenia or Bahrain or any of those countries, then you can apply through VFS Global. We just need to choose your country, to go to the website, take me to the website. Start now. And all what you need is to book an appointment, and you can book your appointment online. Just click here, create an account, book your appointment, and in the application center you will have to pay for the visa application fees, which is 80 euros, and also the center fees, and to submit all your documents in the center. And after you submit everything, pay for everything, you can track your visa. But if you're applying from India, you have to apply through a different organization, Global Visa Center from India to Greece. This is the center where you have to apply for the visa. Here they are advising you, they are giving you information about everything here, how to download the application, to check the required documents. You will have to apply online by scheduling an appointment. You will have to click over here and create an account in this site and schedule your appointment. And in the appointment you will be submitting all your documents along with the visa fees and the center fees, of course. And if you're applying from Pakistan, then in Pakistan you will have to apply through the embassy itself. So you will have to schedule an appointment by contacting the embassy of Greece or the consulate of Greece in Pakistan, and you have to contact them only by email. And in this part you can see those are the emails of both the embassy and the consulate of Greece in Islamabad. Also the same details if you're applying from Karachi. You'll just need to send them an email, and here they are telling you everything. You have to mention how many visa applications you'll be submitting, the type of your visa, and all those things, and they will be sending you a date for submitting all your documents. And now we will move to what are the documents that you'll be needing while applying for visa for Greece. Speaking about the documents you will need to apply for the visa, the first document is your passport. Speaking about the passport must be original. The issue date must be not older than 10 years, with at least 6 months of remaining validity, and with at least 2 blank visa pages for the stamps. Number 2, you will need a photocopy of your passport. The passport photocopy is recommended to be colored, must show both data page and the photo page if they are separated. Number 3, you will need personal pictures. For the personal picture, you will need 2 pictures, not older than 6 months, clear, shows full face, with white background, and shows neutral expressions. No head or face covering accepted except for religious reasons. Number 4, you will need visa application forms. For the visa application form, it could be an online form, filled online, printed, then signed. It could be also a PDF form, filled on computer, printed, then signed. And also it could be a hand-filled form, printed, then filled, then signed. Its type depends on the country of the visa and will be explained individually in each video. Number 5, you will need a proof of status. For the proof of status, it varies. If you are an employee or work in a company, you will need a letter from an employer or HR office or your sponsor stating designation, the date of employment, the salary, the period of stay, purpose of visit, and financial arrangements shall also be mentioned. The letter must have an original signature and a stamp. But if you are an owner of your own company or a partner in a company, you will need a copy of the company commercial registry, and tax card should also be presented. And if you are a student in a school or college, enrollment letter should be provided. Number 6, for foreigners, you will need a legal residence permit. If you are not applying for a visa in the country of your own citizenship, you must provide the original and photocopy of your valid certificates of residence, employment, or student status, or other valid certificates of legal stay provided by the relevant authorities of the country where the visa center is located. Number 7, you will need a proof of funds. You will also need a proof of sufficient financial means to cover the period of your intended stay. A bank statement for the last 6 months showing regular income. The original bank statement must show the applicant's name and be stamped and signed by the bank's representative. Please note that cash will not be accepted as a proof of funds. In case you don't have a bank account, a proof of any assets can also be presented. Number 8, you will need a flight reservation. The flight reservation is also an important document. A primary booking of flight ticket reservation must be presented, including the return trip. And in some cases, for some countries, this flight ticket must be confirmed. Number 9, you will need a proof of accommodation. You will also need to provide a proof of accommodation for the whole duration of the intended stay. It should be a confirmed hotel reservation. The confirmation needs to be issued directly by the hotel guest house and clearly state the visa applicant's full name, dates of accommodation, the hotel address, and the contact details. In case you don't have a hotel reservation, you will need an invitation by the Office of Citizenship and Migration Affairs or invitation from a host. The host can be company, friends, family, and it should indicate the address of accommodation. And those are some sites you can use to book your accommodation place. Number 10, you will need a health insurance certificate. In many cases, you will need a travel insurance certificate, especially for Schengen countries. It should be covering the whole period of stay, including the information on terms and conditions. The insurance should cover all medical expenses, including emergency hospital treatment and repartition of the period of your stay in the Schengen area, covering at least 30,000 euros. The travel insurance certificate shall be signed and stamped by the insurance company representatives or be able to confirm it online. Those are some sites of companies you can use for your travel insurance.